Morning, it's day 2. Bit of real life for you. Not long out of the shower. I'm trying to get myself ready so that I can go teach this morning at the little yarn hut. I had planned to go to carry on crafting Christmas, but my bank account has said no, basically. So I'm going to dig out number 2. Last night I did, however, make really good progress on the gingerbread man that I was making. So this is it's a project I started back in last Christmas. I made one, but I made it in a 4mm hook. And then when I actually read the pattern again, because I did a 4mm hook because I was working in DK yarn. When I read the pattern, it says to use a 2.5. So this is the little gingerbread man. So if you've seen my podcasts and Vlogmas from last year, you will have seen the big version of him. So yeah, I have joined the arms, and oh my god, it took me 3 attempts to get these arms on. Mainly because, sorry, alarm. Mainly because I'd put one on, got round and done the other one, and I had 1 extra stitch. I was like, why do I have 1 extra stitch? So I went back and I'd put one of the joining stitches in the same place as one of my previous stitches. So I'd lost one there. Did it correct all the way around, and when I got round to the back I was like, why can I not see the seam of the white yarn on the back of that arm? And it's because I'd flipped it around when I rejoined it, so I had to do it again. So yeah, but he now has arms, so let me just dig him out. It's considerably smaller than the last one I did, definitely. So yeah, the stitch marker is where I was when I picked it up yesterday, and oh no, I think that's where I got to on the last day of November, where the stitch marker is. Yeah, that's the last day of November stitch marker. So I can mention that on the podcast, but you're seeing it here now anyway. And yeah, so he's got arms, and I've now started decreasing to get to his neck, and then we'll build his head from there. So I've packed that ready to take with me today in case I get a chance, and some stuffing in case I get to the top of his head. So anyway, back to Advent. So let's find number 2. If I remember rightly, is it another box or is it a little box? It's a little box. So let's put that back. We have day 2. This one rattles. Ooh! Oh, okay. So it has a little, it's like a metal tape measure, which is to scale. It's got all these different split rings, so we can put stitch markers on and things like that. And then on the other side, it has a grandfather clock. So I don't, it's not going to come up, is it? I don't know if that is a clue, because as I said yesterday, it's on one of the boxes as well. So yeah, so I'm going to pop that into my subscription bag, because I might try and do the manatee today as well. So that's in there. Oh, hang on. These have a loop, don't they? So here's my internal loop. I'm going to pop it on there. Keep it safe. See? So what I'll do is I'm going to take the yarn with me as well, I think, because we've only had 1 ball of yarn yet at the moment. So I'm going to pop that in there, and I'll check the pattern in a little while. But I need to get myself ready to go. And I'm going to pop that one. I'm going to pop that one to one side actually, because I don't think that needs to go back in the bag. It'll just confuse me. Yeah, so I just need to blow dry my hair, brush my teeth, and put my shoes on. Yeah, and then just grab what I'm taking today. So that's what I'm going to do, and I will see you all again. I might even see you at the shop. But I'm back from the shop. Didn't get any recording done whilst I was there, mainly because we had six students I think in the morning, and then we had a bit of a quiet patch, so we was all just having a chat and trying to get some crochet done, and I was doing something on the laptop. Yeah. So it then got really busy in the afternoon for our knit and natter session, and I did actually manage to do some crochet, but I haven't done day 2 yet, so I'm going to sit and do that now. And then my mum is coming. I've asked my mum to come over later so we can load up her car, ready for Billericay Christmas Market tomorrow. So the plan is that I'm going to upload each day's advent the day after, just because it gives me a little bit of time to collect footage. My hands are so dry. Hopefully that will help. So I've just been using Body Shop. I've had this one at least a year now in my bag. This is the second one I've used of these. I've had a mango one in the past. I'm sure I've got a coconut one somewhere, but not actually sure. Anyway, Christmas jumper is back on, and I've been very good. All I have bought today is one ball of grey yarn, and it's not the grey I went in for, but I can do the 2 things I need from one ball, so hopefully that will be okay. I have made quite a bit of progress on my gingerbread man, and I am now at the stage where I'm just going round and round and round for his head, so ignore that one. That's to help sew up any holes at the bottom. But yeah, so I managed to join both arms on the 30th, and then put in a few rounds yesterday of the decreases, and today I have finished the decreases and then built up for his neck. So he needs a little bit more stuffing, and then I'll just go round and round for his head. It is considerably smaller than my other one, so if I get him finished and my other one doesn't sell tomorrow, I will do a side-by-side comparison, because it's ridiculous how big the other one is compared to this. Anyway, so I still have plenty of yarn attached to it left over, so that's fine, but I am putting that away now because I know I can just go round and round and round with that one. I've got 10 rounds to do for that, and then I've got decrease rounds, so possibly about 20 rounds left. So that one is going to go to the side for a bit, and I'm going to work on today's advent piece. Before I do that though, quickly, I do have a second advent, but it's not yarn based or dice based this year. It's chocolate. I bought a Lindor one from Morrison's. Now when I went to buy a chocolate advent, there was only 2 options. Both of them were Lindor. One was £12 and one was £7. So I got the £7 one. So Joey opened door one yesterday, and it was a teeny tiny reindeer, which there should be a picture in day 1's vlog for Vlogmas. So I'm going to open day 2. Now the reason I open even days and he opens odd days is so that I get to open it on my birthday. It's the only reason. Although I did realise after that 24 is the Santa, so I will break it in half. 2 is down here. Oh, looks like a little bar. It's a little bar. Little bar of a bear on it. Is it dark chocolate though? Milk chocolate. I'm gonna eat that in a little while then. I don't like dark chocolate. Yeah, unless it's got mint in it or cherry. But that's day 2. So then I'll get him to open it tomorrow, and we'll take pictures of all the days he opens, and I will share with you all the days that I open. So I'm going to sit and eat this. I'm going to get my laptop open so I can get the pattern up for today, and then get cracking. So the main thing for day 2 is to check the tension, because we have our little ruler, and I checked earlier and mine appears to be perfect. So the idea was that the whole thing would measure 5 centimetres wide, which it pretty much does if I put it in line properly. And then it was 13 rows over 5 centimetres, which I do have. So yeah, I have pretty good TOFT tension, which is great. So I'm going to pop that back into my bag. I've got the pattern up and I'm going to get crocheting. Oh, I finished. It says to leave a metre of yarn, so I've left just over a metre because that on me is a metre. And it says to leave the loop so you can continue working on it tomorrow. So that tells me we have a new colour tomorrow and we're just going to continue on this bit. Now, you may have noticed my facial expression is changing throughout that because I think we've had quite a lot of clues as to what this is. Now, we know it's based on a doll, so it's a doll's shape. So it's a person of some sort, I'm guessing. And we've had the Roman numerals on the stickers, on each of the boxes. And I've now seen 2 grandfather clocks. One being the tension checker this morning. And I saw a grandfather clock on the back of one of the boxes. So I'm wondering if we're making Father Time. That's my guess anyway. I have no idea what this is for though, or what this is going to be. Unless that's like a cape or something, I don't know. I think it's Father Time. Yeah. Anyway, I guess we'll see what happens tomorrow, because that is day 2 done. So I'm going to pop these both in the box for day 1 with the yarn. And we'll see what tomorrow brings. Now, I am at Billericay Christmas Market tomorrow, so I can check the pattern on my phone, but won't necessarily be able to actually do anything about that. So I think I'm spending the night at my parents' house because we've got to leave at like 7 tomorrow morning, and it's just easier. So yeah, so I might take number 3 out of the bag tonight and take it with me and record that in the morning, and then I can work on that during the day if I get time. But that's day 2 done. So I'm gonna see what I can work on now. Like, I don't know whether to just continue with the gingerbread man and try and get him finished, or start my Man of Sea. But I mean, ideally the gingerbread man needs to be finished. But I need to find the eyes again for that, because I keep putting them away and then I need them and then I have to keep finding them again, and yeah, it's a bit crazy. But actually tomorrow I might just take this project, which is another Grinch scarf. I've already got the face, the coloured bits for the face and the brim of the hat, and that's been done since I made the other Grinch scarf as well. I did both starts at the same time. So I do have a ball of red. I just need to weigh that to see how much there is. And the hook is already in here, which is a 4mm. I think that's a TOFT hook. 4mm TOFT hook. Don't know why I have a black 4mm, but there we go. It doesn't say TOFT on it either. But yeah, So I might take that because it's C2C, it's very easy to do and I don't have to concentrate on it. But we will see. Actually, what I am going to do is edit day 1 and get that up onto YouTube. So I might turn you off because it's really boring watching me edit. But there we go. So there, that is day 2 done. I'm going to go edit and I'll see you in a bit.